So today we are taking it a step further. This is the step 4 in the 7-step diabetes mastery plan that I'm outlining in my book, Blood Sugar in Check. By the way, you've also a link there to bloodsugarincheck.com. It's like right underneath this video where you can go to the resource site and download all of the worksheets that I will be covering today. Today, what we're going to focus on is those tasks that you listed earlier in step 3 that keep you energized. And, and we also will, everything that's not working for you, you would just dump it, right? And I give you that process now. So, if you have had the time to download the worksheets, then you will find in this little booklet this diabetes transformation target. And if you don't have it, don't worry about it. Just go through the session here, and you can do it later, or you can quickly scribble it on a sheet of paper and do this yourself. But what this really means, like all the tasks that you listed in step 3. So now I would want you to think about them as like, what is in terms of the target, what are the most important tasks? Or what is the single most important task or objective that you need to achieve right now? That's depending on your wheel of diabetes mastery. Maybe it's totally different, right? It can be you need to increase your finances, that you need to find a job that allows you to manage your diabetes and measure your blood sugar on a regular basis. Maybe you need to have a better or more supportive group of friends and family that you need to work on first. So it is totally different from person to person where you need to put your immediate focus and what is most important to you. You should have received that from step number 2, which is the time when we created the Wheel of Diabetes Mastery. So give an example, right? So here, this person said, most important for me right now is to research physical activities that are preferred for people living with diabetes, because that person has determined that physical fitness is and health is the most important area that I need to address right now. And that doesn't mean that everything else is not important. It just means that right now, this is the most important task to do. So the second most important is like use an app to monitor my weight, my exercise, my food intake, and blood sugar. The third one is try a new low-carb meal plan. And the fourth one is remodel my basement into a gym. That's somewhat important. So what we are going to do here is take this focus that you've built right now. So you now know everything that you've written down in step 3. What are the 4 most important tasks, right? And we always start with the most important task first. And maybe we go to the very important task, and that's where we are concentrating on, right? So instead of boiling the ocean and trying to change everything, we're focusing on 1 or 2, maybe 3 areas that we can address. The reason for that is, and I describe that in the book as well, that your brain is only able, like physically, only able to remember and manage about 4 things at the same time. For some people it's a few more, some less. So I think 7 is a typical number that you read in other literature and resources. But by and large, 4 is a good number that we can all focus on. And so you read that in my book. I will give you like much more detail on a little bit more detail rather on how the brain works and why that is. But if it comes to changing your diabetes care and increasing your blood sugar levels, we start with 4 items. So let me share that again back with you. So these are the 4. That's the focus. So we went from step number 1, where you had all of those problems, right? So you had all of those problems in step number 1, and many people after step number 1 they feel relief, but others also feel downhearted, right? Because they have this entire list of everything that they hate about their disease. And then in step 2, what we do, we change that, right? We said, okay, so if we continue doing that, it's not going to help us. It's just going to make things worse. And instead of being a victim, we starting the process of taking matters now into our own hands with a first action list. In step number 3, we crystallize it a little bit further into activities where we are already in our mind already aligned and where we can get the most results most easily. Here in step number 4, we take that a step further. And this list, the diabetes transformation target, is a crucial element to get there. So, because what we're doing right now, we're beginning this process of crystallizing that further and getting much more focus right now. And for that, you need your flow factor worksheet from the worksheet book that comes with my book. But you can download this right here, like underneath the video. There is a place somewhere where you can download that sheet. So download those sheets right now, right? So you have that link down that video, below that video rather. And but again, if you didn't do it or you don't have the time right now to download the video, just scribble it on a piece of paper and you'll be fine for now. And then you just use the sheet in the next time you do it at home, and you're maybe in a place where you can focus and you have the mental energy and readiness for it. Okay.